PokeLive here, and welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. In today's video, I am going to be teaching you how to get rid of weeds and stop them from spawning in the game because they are so frustrating, especially when you time travel. It just makes it so tedious, that cleanup process. I do it all the time, especially for resident hunting, when you are just constantly changing the time, especially in that spring and summer months in the game. They just don't seem to stop. Now, I do want to say, if you have dirt paths like I have here, they will still spawn. It's much like in real life. When you have dirt, weeds can grow. But don't worry, we're gonna turn this distressed look around. We are going to go through it. Now, I do have a video on my channel, which I'm going to link at the end, that will show you the absolute step-by-step. Like what we're doing here, I would say, is more of like the advanced version of it. So if you do need a full step-by-step, it is there. Don't you worry. I also am not sure why I was wearing a birthday hat. I think I was celebrating someone's birthday. That would make the most sense. I mean, come on, little Coco there is reading. But go ahead, get into your island designer mode, and we're just going to get right into it. So this is kind of where, if you have no idea where to start, I highly recommend watching the first video of this. You are going to need a blank space. Mine is at the very bottom here, literally just a blank tile. And make sure you don't overwrite any of your other patterns that you have laid down. It will overwrite it. Make sure it is one that you haven't used. And you literally are just going to go to where the weeds are and place that blank spot. Again, if you have a lot of dirt paths like I do, this cottagecore island is just killing me with these dirt paths. It's frustrating, but I'm going to show you the easiest way to really be able to tell where you have those blank spots and where you need them to stop those dang weeds from spawning, because my goodness, it is frustrating. So you're going to want to change the pattern from blank to any design. You can have fun with it. You can draw whatever you want. Just make sure it's bright. Don't choose green. You want to be able to see it displayed there. And I'm going to get rid of that one. I don't know why it was blank one, but okay, we're gonna move on. So now I have this bright red check mark, so I will be able to see where they are, and there they are. So at this point, I would just run around. I would see where you're missing them. Obviously, if you have items there or you have a different paving, like that little brown stone that I have in the back there, you will be covered. Again, those dirt paths will still spawn, and it drives me crazy. I might actually get rid of some of them. I just cannot do these beads anymore. But if you have, you know, a lot of open areas in your island, you probably get so many. There's this one spot you'll see shortly where we're going to cover them. But one thing I do want to note is it does stop other things from spawning. So if you are new in the game and you still want, you know, these little like money tree spawns, you know, your fossils, your gyroids, things like that, it will stop things from spawning. So just be mindful. Maybe just leave a few open so that you can still get those other spawns. But like this area over here, I cleared it out for my tree glitch video. You guys have to check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. It is so good. But I ended up just clearing all of this out. I'm actually trying to get to a place where all of my rocks are in this area here, but we need to do some work here. We need to cover this up, because every single time I time travel, especially when I'm trying to find a resident hunt, it is just like weed paradise here. So lay them down. You can really see it with that little check mark, which is why I highly recommend doing that. When it's blank, you don't know. So that's pretty much it. And don't panic. We're gonna get rid of that check mark. You can change it a million times. That's one thing about this game I love. And if you just use that right control, you can scroll over and go ahead and make it transparent and just go over that check mark. One thing I do like about this is it's pretty smooth. It's really easy to just cover everything up. And once you're done there, you've gotten rid of everything. You can rename it if you want. You can put like weed trick or whatever, so that you know not to overwrite it. But again, don't worry, nothing is, you know, really permanent. You can always rewrite things. And then I highly recommend, you know, every single time you sign on and you see some spots like up here I must have just missed, you can go ahead and you can do this. It's so simple. You pluck the weed, you lay down the tile, and then you don't have to worry about it again. I'm so happy that this is a thing, because it just drives me crazy. I know you guys probably feel the same way. It feels like every single single time you sign on. There's so much of a cleanup. But that's going to wrap up this video. Drop a comment. Let me know if this was helpful for you, if you just learned about this from this video, or if you've known about this for a while. If this did feel like a more advanced video, it's because it is. You can go ahead and watch my first version of it where it is truly detailed and super beginner friendly. I hope this was helpful. Go get rid of those pesky weeds in this game. You don't have to clean up every single time you sign on. This is a great way. You don't have to do your whole island at one time. Just do it in little pieces here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.